If you struggle with extremely dry hair, this video is for you. The fact that you have dry hair does not mean that your hair is hopeless. You can actually turn this completely around. Keep watching. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you struggle with extremely dry hair and you have been trying to get your hair to be smooth and silky, then this video is for you. I'm going to be giving you some very helpful tips or pointers that you can apply when taking care of your hair at home to give you smooth hair, silky hair, shiny hair that is very soft, and hair that won't stress you out. When it comes to natural hair, there are still people who struggle with their natural hair. There are still people who struggle on their hair growth journey. There are still people who set certain hair goals and they find it difficult to reach those hair goals, especially within the time that they set to achieve those goals. And yes, of course, I know that sometimes you may set a goal and then something may happen, you're unable to hit those goals, completely out of your control. Even though you do everything right, you're using all of the right products, you're following all of the right techniques for your own hair, you may hit your goals sometimes and you may not hit those goals sometimes. This video is specifically for those who struggle with having soft hair, who struggle with having shiny hair like they want, who struggle with having hair that's very healthy without being extremely dry, extremely brittle. They may take care of their hair, pamper their hair, moisturize their hair, but after a few days or after the end of the week, they realize that their hair is back to what it was when they started, which is very dry, very brittle, very hard to manage, and this causes them so much stress. One thing I want you to understand if you struggle with extremely dry hair is that you can completely turn this around by changing your hair care practices. But I'm sure some of you already know this, and I'm sure some of you have already started taking steps towards changing the current hair practices that you have that you think are not helping you. So I'm going to point out a few things that may be causing your extremely dry hair, starting from a less common one, which is environmental factors. If you stay in an area where the weather is extremely cold or extremely dry, or maybe the area is very polluted and you don't even know it, because in most cases you may not even know how polluted the environment is until you start reacting in one way or the other. Your hair is reacting, falling out, becoming incredibly dry, and this only happened when you moved to that area. Other things that could be causing you extremely dry hair include your hair not retaining moisture enough, you not moisturizing your hair properly or sealing in the moisture properly, harsh ingredients in the products that you're using or applying to your hair. For example, harsh shampoos with sulfates, silicones, parabens, alcohols in your hair product. Also, if you heat style and you style your hair too much, this can actually work to your disadvantage. And then if you make some hairstyles which are not even protective, maybe you like braids, maybe you like slick hairstyles, and you do these hairstyles back to back to back, they can cause your hair to be very dry, to be very frizzy. They'll cause you to have split ends, to have single strand knots, everything that can set you back if you're trying to achieve healthy hair that is very smooth, very thick, and very luscious. By the way, if you're new to the channel and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, go ahead and hit the button and also the bell beside it so you'll be notified whenever I post new content. My old or returning subscribers, thank you for joining me for yet another video. Everybody go ahead and give this video a thumbs up to help with the engagement. The very first thing you want to do if you're looking for that smooth silky hair from the comfort of your home is deep condition. Guys, you will be surprised by how many people don't deep condition when they wash their hair. And when I say deep condition, every time I speak about deep conditioning, I tell you guys to deep condition your hair every single wash day. There are people that already go as long as a month or 2 months or 3 months before they wash their hair. Yes, there are people like that. So when they go for that long without washing their hair, the minute you get to wash your hair, you need to make sure you deep condition that hair. Use heat, use products that will actively work to retain moisture into your hair, to help your hair pull moisture, to help your hair actually get conditioned and become healthier. And when it comes to deep conditioning products that you can use, you need to look out for the ingredients contained in some of these deep conditioning products. So you're looking for products that contain moisturizing ingredients, humectants that contain conditioning ingredients, water, with shea butter, with honey, with avocado, with aloe vera, or with glycerin. These are all conditioning ingredients, moisturizing ingredients, ingredients that will help your hair pull in moisture and retain that moisture. If you're trying to get smooth hair, I would advise you to see if there is a way you can bring your wash day
up to every single week. Remember, you're working towards a goal, and your goal is to get your hair to be healthier as quickly as possible. So if you can do your wash day every single week, trust me, if you carve out a little time, depending on the length of your hair, you'll be able to get it done. So I advise you to bring your wash day up to at least once every single week. If you can do twice a week, even better. But if you cannot do even once a week, try and go for once every 2 weeks. Trust me, by the time you do this and you repeat it and deep condition your hair every single time, you will see significant progress and significant results, and your hair will thank you so much for it. And the second pointer is the method which you use to moisturize your hair. Very important. Some people, when they're done with their wash day, they just carry the product, apply all over their hair. They don't section their hair. They don't do anything that will help the product to really be penetrating into the hair. They just rub product all over their hair. Sometimes they just do a few sections and then they're off their way. Maybe because they are busy, which is understandable. But trust me, if you're working towards a result like getting smoother hair, getting silkier hair, you need to calm down, take your time, which is why I suggested the salon if you will not be able to do it from the comfort of your home. So although this video is a video talking about how you need to do this thing by yourself in your house, which will make it easier for you and also give you time to learn about your hair, learn how to do this for your hair. If you don't have the time to do it in your house, it's completely understandable to go and let somebody else help you get these things done. So when it comes to the methods by which you moisturize your hair, we have two very popular methods, which are the LCO method, which is liquid, cream and oil, or the LOC method, which is liquid, oil, cream. Now, liquid stands for your water and your leave-in conditioner. The cream stands for a moisturizer, and the oil stands for your sealant. These two methods are different depending on the porosity of your hair. So if your hair is high and medium porosity, you can do LOC method, which is the liquid oil cream. People that say they have high porosity hair, so they apply their oil before they apply their moisturizer. But the people who have low porosity hair usually do the LCO method, which is the liquid water or leave-in first, and then they apply their cream, and then they apply their sealant last to make sure that they seal in that moisture very well. So find out your hair porosity. If you can't find out your hair porosity, that's very easy to do. Just go online, you see different porosity tests. The most popular one is the one where you put a strand of hair into the cup of water, and you know your porosity by whether it sinks to the bottom, it stays in the middle of the cup of water, or it stays on top. That is, it floats in the cup of water. So once you find out your porosity, you'll be able to know which of the methods you should use to moisturize your hair. And even if you don't find out your porosity, by trying these different methods, either by applying the liquid first, the oil next, and the moisturizer last, or by applying the liquid first, the moisturizer next, and the oil last, you'll be able to tell after your hair dries and after some days which of the methods work by how well your hair retains that moisture, how your hair responds, how your hair feels, whether it feels dry, whether it still feels moisturized. So once you try any of these methods by yourself and you see how your hair responds, you'll know which of them works the best for you. And the third pointer is avoid heat, use minimal heat, or if you like to use heat or you need to use heat because you don't have the time to wait for your hair to air dry, or maybe because of the nature of hairstyle you're doing, use a heat protectant. Very, very important. If you use heat, especially high heat, make sure you're using a heat protectant to protect your hair strands from the effect or the impact of that heat, and to also help your hair not to dry out completely too frequently. When you constantly use heat, there are people that use heat at least several times a week because of the nature of their job. There are also people who use heat every other week. The more you use heat, especially high heat, the more your hair is going to dry out. And if you're doing this frequently, you already know what that means. Number four, please, when you detangle your hair, make sure you are using a conditioner that has the property of slip. Slip is your product being very slippery, and because of this, when you apply the product to your hair, you can easily pass your fingers through your hair, or if you're using a wide tooth comb, which is very recommended, you can easily comb through the hair because the product has slip. There are some conditioners which are supposed to condition the hair and help you detangle the hair that do not contain slip whatsoever. I mean, you put these products in your hair and you cannot even pass one finger through your hair. So I would say avoid these products completely and look for products that contain slip or that have slip. This will simplify the job for you so much. Also, when you condition your hair and it's time to detangle, use a wide tooth comb depending on the length of your hair. If your hair is long, start from the tips and work your way gradually to your scalp. Be very patient, and if you can, do this under running water. It helps the comb to pass more easily through the hair, and it also helps to soften the hair up and enable you comb the hair so much better. This will also prevent your hair from breaking while you are combing through it, trying to detangle. And number 5, guys, people underestimate the impact of cotton fabric on the hair. When you are going to sleep, when you are going to lie down, you need to be using satin fabric to protect your hair. In fact, if you have pillows on your bed or you can afford it, you need to have a single pillow that you cover with a satin pillowcase. So maybe you have like 4 pillows on your bed, you can have 3 of those pillows with cotton pillowcases, and then you have a single pillow that has a satin pillowcase, so that when you go to bed, you know that you're using the pillow with the satin pillowcase to sleep, to lay your head and protect your hair. Other options include having a satin bonnet or having a satin scarf. Personally, I prefer using the satin pillowcase because then I don't get to tie my head, and tying the head for me causes me headache. So I personally prefer the satin pillowcase. But if you prefer a satin bonnet or a satin scarf, definitely get those, but you need to protect your hair when you sleep. If your beddings are cotton or any other fabric that's not satin, when you place your head on those beddings, the beddings or the sleep gear rubs the moisture out of your hair, and you wake up feeling very dry in the head. Your hair feels very dry, and you can just tell that the moisture has been sucked off out of your head, because most times you even wake up and you look at your cotton fabric, if it's white or a plain color, and you see where the product is all over that place. And guys, that's not good, because if you're going to be placing your head every single day on that cotton fabric, that means the moisture is gone, because trust me, you'll not be replenishing that moisture every single day. Most people struggle to replenish moisture every week. How much more several times a week? That's it for this video. I hope you found these pointers incredibly helpful. If you did and you have anything to add, please leave it in the comment section. If you have any questions, also leave it in the comment section. I will definitely check this out and try my best to interact with you guys. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.